I'm Megan Skidmore. For 2.5 years, I have been talking about evolving faith journeys. I started to tire of the heaviness of this focus. I had the clear message come through. It is time for Beyond the Shadow of Doubt podcast to evolve into Living Beyond the Shadow of Doubt podcast. With the same vulnerability and unapologetic authenticity, I will be focusing on the joy in this journey, the life and the living that comes on the other side of maybe, on the other side of what's possible. I want to talk about claiming spiritual sovereignty and becoming your own captain of your vessel. Let's celebrate releasing what no longer aligns for you and connecting with your higher power and honor expanding your energy field to make room for all things new. Every first Friday of the month, I offer a free coaching hour. Anyone is welcome to join, and you may leave your camera off and change your name if you would like to remain anonymous. This is an opportunity to get introduced to my style of holistic coaching and gain real skills, insight relevant to you, and fresh perspective on life circumstances. For those attending, there will be opportunities for a complimentary one-off energy alignment session. Register at the link in the show notes. Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of Living Beyond the Shadow of Doubt. So glad you could join me. I have something really personal I'm going to share with you. As of today, when I am recording this episode, I'm in the city of Houston. I joined my husband for a business trip and decided to use the opportunity to get some writing done, some other things associated with my business. And I've actually had some unexpected revelations, I guess is a good word. Some unexpected knowings come up. While I have been here, I have had a coaching call with my emotional alchemist, master teacher, Sarah Trapkus. We have finished our emotional alchemy part 1 certification, and part 2 certification starts at the very end of August, called Spiritual Healer. And I cannot wait. And so we're continuing to meet in between. For during today's coaching call, I had answered the questions that she sent to us in advance, and I was kind of in awe of how my answers to those questions changed over the course of our, it was about an hour and 20-minute coaching call. It's called the Embodied Practitioner. That's the program we're doing right now. You are shifting yourself into greater clarity, what you're building, why you're building it, and who you're becoming in the process. She asked us to answer, who am I still afraid to be? How do I resist the energy of this version of myself? And how are these behaviors getting in the way of the vision I have for my life? So my responses yesterday, the day before the call, were such: I am still afraid to be powerful, to be a priestess and a goddess and a healer. I think I'm afraid of doing it wrong or erring in some way. And I continued to write, I'm still not showing up. In this case, I put online, as big as I think I could. And these behaviors are keeping me from growing community, maybe getting in the way of allowing others to truly see me and connect with my energy. So this is me stepping up and into that space. During our call, I took Sarah at her invitation to really deepen into celebrating the miracles that are happening in my life in the present moment. And it was kind of crazy, but in the middle of our call, I said to her something that I had recently shared with my husband. It was at dinner last night. And I said, when I was a missionary, I remember at times feeling like a prophetess. And that was the word that came to my mind and to my heart. And it was in that moment I realized I'm in the city of Houston, and that is where I served my mission many, many moons ago among the Spanish folks. And so Sarah's invitation was for me to reconnect with that version of Megan who was giving her power away as a missionary years ago. Back to this conversation that I had with my husband last night, I continued after sharing with him that there were times that I truly felt like a prophetess as a missionary. And at that time, I thought it was because I was serving in the capacity of a missionary. And I have since learned that that capacity, that gift, that knowing is innate. It's always been there, and it's still there. And perhaps there's someone out there who is listening where my words are resonating for you. You have been feeling something deeper, a calling, a purpose, a message, and you are resisting or hesitating, embracing it, or allowing it, maybe even listening to it and acting on it. And this is me inviting you to step into that space, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like. It will be unique to you and your situation. I have felt so divinely guided in my journey that I know my present version of myself is intentional and meant for me. And it will only grow as I deepen my capacity to feel and be present in the moments of this miraculous expansion of stepping into this prophetess, priestess, goddess energy that is innate. It's divinely planted there, just like a seed planted in the ground. It was divinely planted in my heart and my soul and my being. If you find yourself doing other things when this these messages start bubbling up, ask yourself, are these things that I'm keeping busy with reminiscent of old patterns, old ways of thinking, or old expectations that maybe you didn't choose for yourself? And if so, be willing to pause and step back and allow maybe whatever questions or discomfort or curious feelings that you might be feeling, allow them to come up, because eventually, the more you the more you listen to, follow, and learn from what your intuition is teaching you to do, then the more that worry energy or I should be doing something else energy will no longer fit, and you will step into this newer energy, the one that is aligned, whether that's peace, whether that's confidence, whether that's love, expansion, or maybe all of them are a combination. That's something Sarah helped remind me of today, too. I know that what I'm sharing won't resonate with everyone, and that is okay. One of the most important things I've learned as I have taken the reins of my I called it my faith journey. I'm calling it my spiritual awakening now, is that I can hold space for wherever anybody is in their journey, because I trust very deeply that that journey is their own, and between them and whatever concept they have of the divine or the universe or a power that is greater than all of us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I'd love to know your thoughts. Shoot me an email at hello@meganskidmorecoaching.com, or send me a DM on Instagram, or leave a comment. Thanks so much. Until next time. Visit meganskidmorecoaching.com to find this podcast and additional free resources, including the link for a complimentary coaching session. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram for more, or to send me a DM. Help the podcast grow. Please follow, review, and share with a friend.